This multi-tool costs practically nothing, so I had to check it out to see if it was worth anything. What's happening? I'm Bernardo with Fatberry DC, and this is the Mossy Oak 12-in-1. Yeah, kind of a silly name, but to be quite frank, I've had it for a week or two, and I'm pretty impressed. It is what I'd call a Swiss Army like tool, but it's not. So if this looks familiar, it is, I mean, what I'm assuming it is a half of a multi-tool, kind of a Leatherman-esque kind of tool, right? So this is, I think, kind of a clone to a Leatherman Charge, essentially, is what we're looking at here. These kind of became popular, and please comment if I'm wrong. I think a while ago, about many years ago, dudes used to modify these. So they were taking Leathermans and taking them apart. They were taking Gerbers and just trying out different things. I think Leatherman even caught on, and they did a few renditions of things like this. Like I think maybe they had a Juice that was kind of like this. But really, if you look, it's very Leatherman inspired. It has kind of like the locks and same kind of blade look for the most part and that kind of thing. But let's get into kind of what it includes and what you get here in the multi-tool. So you get a nice blade. It's about 3 inches, so it can be carried in most states. It locks, as you can see, a little liner lock there. Also has a big set of scissors here. So on this side, these scissors are kind of interesting because they lock, but you have to open them. And you'll see here when I open it, then it locks. So once you get it open, it locks. The other thing you'll probably kind of notice too is that it has kind of like a little safety tip here. But the spring action is pretty good. Cuts pretty well. I haven't had any issues here. I think it's pretty nice. I like that it's a good size. Love how they put a nice thumb rest on here. Sometimes, tools, either because of the size or manufacturers don't really think about that. But having a nice thumb rest like this when you're cutting really heavy duty things comes in extremely handy. It locks as well, as I mentioned. But you just kind of lock that guy there. Great clip here, pocket clip. Haven't found a lanyard hole or anything on here, but the clip kind of will suffice. What's also interesting about this tool is that it has a glass cutter. So this could be a great kind of automotive emergency kind of tool as well. But let's kind of get into the rest of it. If you haven't noticed, right here we got a little measuring, very flat measuring thing. So you can see implement, you can see how that could be great. So some of these tools are liner locked, and then some of them, or not liner locked, but slip lock joint, and then some of them use the kind of like old school, or not old school, but the Leatherman kind of lock here. But let's kind of go through the tool set here. So it has this combination cap and can opener. Very good. I've used it on cans already. I can see how this would work really well on cans as well. Comes pretty sharp. Locks as well, which is kind of nice. Then we also have a awl. It's a little awl, but it's got sonai and everything. It'll do the trick. I've done it put it through some cardboard. It's okay. Works all right. Works pretty good. I think the other important thing I haven't mentioned about this tool is the price. Guys, this is a $15 to $17 multi-tool. So it's not a pocket knife. It's a multi-tool. Like you're getting not just a blade for 15 bucks. You're getting all this stuff. So let's continue on here. You got a wire stripper, a not multi-tool, but a utility blade or kind of, package opener there. Very nice. Everything's like, pretty sharp, pretty decent quality. Locks as well. And then on the other side, this is where the slip joint lock tools are. We have a Leatherman-esque kind of flat bit set up there. So I was looking into this tool, kind of seeing what other folks say about it. Mine is pretty good. Mine holds pretty well, but some people have complained that when they get theirs, ooh, that's the first time I've had that. When they get theirs, it's not the best. Like it kind of locks, and I kind of see there See there, the lock kind of moved over, and then you gotta kind of push it back. But it's locking pretty good for me, so that's pretty good. And then the last tool we got here is a kind of another package opener hook kind of dealy there. Decently sharp as well. So I could see maybe even a seatbelt hook. So what do I think of this tool? This Mossberg 12-in-1. I really dig it, to be quite frank. For 15 bucks, I think this is an excellent like multi-tool EDC starter, especially if you're, you know, not just a pocket knife guy. If you're like me and you like having a few other things on you, it's really great. When dudes were doing this in the past, modding these, and again, correct me if I'm wrong. By the way, guys, if you guys like EDC videos, flashlights, pocket knives, multi-tools, and stuff like that, I do videos every week. So, and I'm also trying to hit 500 subscribers. So if you guys dig that kind of stuff, I'd love to have you. But back to like what my thoughts were. I always thought these were kind of silly. Like I didn't know what the point. Like why would you want half a multi-tool? And then you know, especially when you have a Swiss Army that are so much more prettier and just, you know, more elegant and about the same thing. And then I was like, man, for 15 bucks, I got to check this out for the channel. And I've been carrying it for a couple days, off and on, that kind of thing. And I really like it. It's not too heavy. It's not too thick. I thought it'd be a little too thick in the pocket. It's not. Sometimes it rolls a little bit, and I'll see if I can get some videos for you guys. It kind of rolls in the pocket a little bit, and I end up having to kind of do one of these pinches to pull it out. But I don't mind at all. It carries nice. It's not too heavy either. I'm a big fan of the Leatherman T4, or the Free series, if you're familiar with that. It's about as thick, or if not a little bit thicker. But that guy kind of weighs down my pocket a little bit. This, I didn't feel that. So, you know, compared to something like this I kind of is a more bag EDC, or when I'm in the shop kind of EDC for me. I won't EDC this in office. It's a little over duty for my day-to-day. But half of one of these, and this is even a little bit bigger, as you can see. This is more of kind of a Leatherman wave size, and this is kind of more of a surge. By the way, this is a Work Pro 18-in-1, if I believe. I'll put a link for you guys to take a look. Really great piece of kit, super budget as well. Kind of what led me to want to try something like this. But the scissors are great. The blade, is it the sharpest blade? Is it Magna Cut? It's not. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that it is. You know, see that? You see. Could it use a little work? It could. Does it cut great for $15 out of the box? Yes, it does. Do the scissor work great? I will say this. Look, I remember the other day I kind of had a little issue where something bound here. And I don't know if it was in my pocket or what, but it wouldn't lock, it wouldn't spring, and I had to kind of fix it. But besides that, that's the only issue I've had so far. I've used the can opener, it works great. The thing that I kind of wish that they would do, or maybe on the next one, is that I think we have too many utility or package openers here. I like the hook, but I also do like the way they're going here with this. You know, it also kind of turns into a flathead. This kind of, no, that you can't, but this is definitely a flathead here that you could also use, which is awesome. But I kind of have the bit there, right? The little flip. This is a little flip bit. So do I really need a flathead? I guess, you know, then I could switch something else in here, put a Torx or an Allen or something, I guess, which would make it nice. But, you know, you have that already. So what I would have liked is, I would have liked a file. I think replacing one of those tools for a small little file, I think that would have been great. I think another little thing is a little serrated blade, which would be really great. Same thing here. Maybe even a combination blade would be a little bit nicer than this, and then it would be kind of an upgrade. But for like I said, for 15, 17 bucks, you really can't go wrong. I really do like this guy. I'm going to definitely put it in a couple of my kits. I'll probably actually even put it in the rotation because it has been useful. And then I'll report back, let you guys know, you know, if I'm still carrying it, what do I think of some, you know, real EDC use, maybe some heavy duty use, that kind of thing. Guys, I'm Bernardo with Fat Bear EDC. Thank you for watching my video. If you guys found any value in it, please hit me up with a like. I will catch you in the next one. Cheers.